NHS staff are working hard every single day to provide care and treatment to people when they need it the most. That's why it's so disheartening for us when staff are assaulted during the course of their duty.
Our aim as a trust is to reduce violence and aggression, racial abuse, any kind of abuse. A&E is definitely where our problems are.
Patients become quite frustrated about the length of waiting times. They are quite up in your face, shouting sometimes.
Personally, I did have a situation where I felt very, very uncomfortable at work, in fact incredibly unsafe, where I heavily relied on security to support me through that.
When security arrives, then the patient or their relatives, they start settling down, behaving themselves. And we didn't have any evidence to support what was said at that moment in time.
When I was first introduced to the body-worn cameras, I've got to admit I was a little bit nervous. I worried about what staff would think of being given them. I worried about what patients would think.
But when people started to wear them, senior nurses are coming to me saying that the whole approach towards them is different. And they feel like they're in control just by wearing the camera. And then that rumour went round the trust and there was a big demand. And I thought, wow, this is getting bigger.
By having the body camera, it provides that initial evidence so that staff can actually say, yes, this is what the patient actually done prior to your arrival.
People do ask what you're wearing, and I think just by sharing awareness that you have got a camera on that you are able to use gives a general message that actually we won't tolerate violence, aggression or inappropriate behaviour.
And what's come with that, what's been really good about that is that I have been able to help these people more.
By wearing the body camera, I felt more confident. It's visual, that they see that I've got a body camera on myself, and that in itself de-escalates the situation.
It's really calmed the whole situation down, de-escalated 100%.
It's been really enjoyable for me to listen to some of the stories of people wearing the cameras. Jade, who's one of the lead nurses in outpatients, for a long time suffered with having a fear of coming to work.
When I was first given the camera, I actually felt very relieved. So now that I've got the camera, I feel more prepared for any situation.
The camera has been extremely comfortable to wear. On my lanyard, I don't know that it's there.
The screen at the front of the camera, it does actually show individuals that they are being recorded.
It's not heavy, it sat like nicely on my uniform, and actually just gave me that bit of security.
The really important thing is that at the times that I've needed it, I've had it, and it's been an amazing tool.
It's much easier to prosecute anybody now because we got the footage, we got the evidence.
And sometimes with the static cameras, we weren't able to get that into court. But with the body cameras, it's instant. I'm hearing today that the senior nurse in A&E was able to get somebody arrested within 2 minutes of them being in A&E just by wearing a body camera and capturing the footage. And if I could have 20 cameras in there per shift, I would.
My opinion's really changed during the trial of these, and also to allow us to learn from the events. By watching back, we can understand what led up to the confrontation, what the trigger points were.
I feel that my colleagues feel extremely safe with me wearing the camera. I feel very empowered just by being able to say, I'm wearing a body camera.
I think the general consensus across the team is that there are additional resources now that are available to us. By having this gives you the security that you have something to wear that can give you an additional security and generally just make us feel so much safer at work.